how is a living thing going to be organized, right? So in my previous video, I talked about how we're made of cells, and cells are the unit of structure and function of all living things. But if I'm going to go from something really, really small, well, those things that are really, really small are going to have to create something that's really, really big, right? We're pretty big. We're made of trillions and trillions and trillions of cells. There are single-celled organisms. There's organisms made of just one cell. So this might be a little different for them, but how are things going to be organized? So if you look here, it says levels of organization of living things, smallest to biggest. I'm going to start with the smallest thing, and I'm going to move up to the biggest. So I think you already know a couple of things. So where do we start? Number one, we start with an atom. All living things are made with atoms, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that everything that is made of atoms is living, but living things are made of atoms. Atoms are going to create cells, right? Cells are the next level. I'm moving from smallest to biggest. So cells are made of atoms. Number three, a bunch of similar cells are going to be grouped together. They're going to form tissues. In the human body, there are 4 different tissue types. There are connective tissues, muscle tissues, epithelial tissues, which is like the outer layer of our skin, and then nervous tissue, which is like our brain and spinal cord. Tissues are going to group together and then make organs. You guys probably can name a bunch of organs right now, right? Stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, skin, heart, brain, lungs. These are all organs. What are organs made of? Well, they're made of tissues that work together to give a specific function. Next, we have organ system. You can probably name some organ system, like the digestive system. This is a group of organs that work together. So digestive system, we take a bite and we chew up our food. Well, your teeth and your tongue are part of the digestive system. That food then goes down your esophagus. That takes food into the stomach, which passes food to the small intestine, then into the large intestine, then into the rectum and the colon. Okay, well, colon and the rectum. So that is the digestive system. That's a bunch of organs working together to digest your food and get and extract the nutrients that we want. And then lastly, we have an organism. An organism is the living thing made of those smaller things that have built it. And remember that an organism has to have those 8 traits that were discussed in the previous video and that are on your notes and are on this PowerPoint in order to be considered living. So here we go. I'll try to move this video around a little bit. So atom over here on the left to a cell, tissue types, bunch of tissues. Tissues form an organ. Organ grouped together to form an organ system, and then that organ system is going to form the organism.